of America.
I'm Keven McKenna. I'm a plain citizen of state of Rhode Island in Providence Plantations. I'm here to talk about democracy, how to make it work. I want to throw out an idea, simple idea. Democracy, what is it? How many people, if you ask the question in the trivia part of the show, how many people would know what it is and what document makes democracy work? Well, democracy is a contract. It's a contract between you, the people, we the people, you the people, and the government. Never forget that democracy begins with you. You have the rights. You gave some of those rights to the government. It is not the federal Constitution that's that important. The most important document in your life is only 23 pages long. It's written at a third grade level, and it's called the state constitution. You can change it. You can do anything you want with it. But it's a contract between you, the people, and the government. And it's easy to understand. The first section talks about those rights which you're not giving up. This is a state constitution. Federal, not the federal. Freedom of speech. We have that in our state constitution. We have a ban on slavery in our state constitution. We've had that since what year? That's a good trivia question for you. 1631. We have freedom of speech. That's something I had added when I was helping rewrite the state constitution in 1986. We have the right to bear arms with no ifs, ands, or buts about it. We have the right to free assembly. These rights exist here in Rhode Island. We are the smallest state in the union, and everybody thinks we're some like second-rate democracy. We are the first-rate democracy. Here, right near the nostalgias. Well, who are some of the famous people that lived right near here? How many people? Most people here probably don't know this. Wasn't Governor Francis Farms? Nathaniel Greene. Think about Nathaniel Greene. He didn't live. He had a ship out here, the Gaspee, that he burned it down. Why did he burn it down? Here's what happened. I'm going to tell you the story. It's all about around here. Nathaniel Greene was a little guy. He had a limp. He was. They wouldn't even let him in the militia because he kind of walked like this, and there weren't too many in Rhode Island at that time. There were maybe 10, 15,000 people, and his brother was running a ship up the shore here in Narragansett. And the British said, "Hey, kid, get off this ship or we're going to blow your brains out because you haven't paid your older brother hasn't paid the taxes." Bam! They shot him. He didn't like that. So he got John Brown and a couple other guys. They went and burned the Gaspee. Boom! Down to the bottom. So before the Boston Tea Party became an issue, right here, right near nostalgias. You have noticed that, I think it's New Hampshire, Vermont, somebody says, "Don't tread on us." You want to hear Rhode Island's cliche? Think about this. Even though it's cable TV, I'll say it. We don't take any shit. Does that get right to the point? Now, it only works. Yeah, that'd be good. It only works, however, if you vote. There's only two places in democracy where you make a difference. On a jury, and by the way, the Gaspee jury did not indict Nathaniel Greene or John Brown. Think about that one. Even though they jumped on the ship and bam, they shot the captain right in the. They killed him. But they said nobody saw it. So the jury is one place. The other place is the voting place. I wondered, and I was listening to the clips of the shows that came up here, I wonder how many people who moan and groan actually vote. I think the most corrupt act that's committed is not stealing, it's not bin Laden invading the country, it's people who don't vote. You can't have a democracy if you don't vote. The biggest problem we have in Warwick, Rhode Island, one of the fourth town of the state of Rhode Island, and the biggest problem we have in this state are people who don't vote. In the Democratic primary, only 10% of people voted. In a regular election, less than 50% vote. There are people who say, we don't care. You know what that means in Italian? How many Italians are here? You know what? Even though I have an Irish name, I grew up next to the Calabrese Club. I know how to do the numbers. I know how to talk. It's all part of our great culture here in Rhode Island. Rhode Island is a very unique place. We are a city-state. Anybody ever thought about, this goes back to the point I'm making. Do you know why we were a little reluctant about signing on with George Washington? Everybody said it was about individual rights. Actually, that's a lie. The real reason is we wanted to have our own bank and mint our own money. The hell with the feds. We'll print our own money. In Rhode Island, there wouldn't be any mortgage-backed security problem because we would print our own money. We were reluctant about joining the feds. The federal Constitution, this document is subsidiary to the document that you live under here in Rhode Island. When Charlie Paserno talks about the right to bear arms, our Constitution was pretty clear. We were the militia. We, the people. We in Rhode Island were the militia. You know how many people joined Nathaniel Greene when he heard about Bunker Hill and the British were out there clocking people? Three people. They got on a horse right here, right near here. They got on a horse and up they went to Bunker Hill. Nathaniel Greene, who could not become part of the militia down in East Greenwich, the Kent militia, you know what he did? He went up to the General Assembly and they appointed him general. He went up to George Washington and he said, oh my God, we were so disorganized, we can't believe what we're doing. He's the guy that became the quartermaster for the Revolutionary troops. He's the guy that went down south and beat the British. He's the guy from right here in our neighborhood. One of our guys. So I want the producers of this show, in my opinion, the producers of this show have the spirit of Nathaniel Greene in their souls.
This concludes this program broadcast. We the People, a freedom of speech television show. Go to www.wethepeopleofri.org.